I don't know what's going to happen here, but it's not going to be good.
You know exactly what's going to happen here. You played this earlier today.
Yeah. Well, I do know it's not going to be good.
I don't know what's going to happen. You might die at the
not.
end and all of our progress gets lost.
Oh, you act like that happens more than once or twice. 3 times.
Or three or four times. Several times.
Maybe half the videos in here. I've been known to know that that's a thing that happens to things.
Yeah, that makes... That sentence totally made sense.
Doesn't have to make sense. We are in Hard Girls territory.
That is true. There is very little that makes sense here.
Here's me trying to figure out what missions we can actually accomplish. This entire series that we've done is just a sad documentary of my entertainment life.
Yeah, I mean, I was really confused when you said that you wanted to do a Let's Play of this. I didn't quite... I mean, it's too long for us... I mean, we're in this far. I guess we may as well continue, but...
Well, now it's just like, well, we've eaten at least 3 other people on this voyage. We're making it to the North Pole.
I'm not going to become a cannibal for nothing. I don't... God, the formations in this game are worthless.
They are, and they don't make sense, and the best part is... We'll just wait till later in the video.
Yeah, okay.
I can't believe that you chose this video to pounce on that. Maybe we should just script these so that we can get good stuff like that. You don't know why it's good yet, but you will.
I live to serve.
To serve the endless series
to serve
of
with
fetch
clairvoyant,
quests that is this game.
with clairvoyant understanding of joke situations. Oh no, you brought Uzume back into the party.
Yeah, I did that. I don't know why, but I did. And, well, we're stuck with it.
They level up if they're not in the party, you know.
Yeah, they do. I felt that she had gotten the least representation in the entire thing so far, so...
For good reason!
I decided to give her just one. Just one.
I guess we haven't heard her Japanese voice yet.
No, we
Maybe
did.
Did we?
Yeah, remember it didn't help much?
I don't remember, actually. Here's a formation.
Alright, check this out.
Okay. I'm checking.
That was it.
What?
No bonuses, no links.
Is that the one that he gave you?
Yes, the one that he said was really hard. It gives you no bonuses and no Lily ranklings.
That's amazing.
I mean, it's kind of a good joke, but... Oh my god, that made me so angry.
Are you sure that's the one he gave you?
Yeah.
God, that's ridiculous. I guess that's kind of like... maybe that was intentional, like in the sense that, like, the whole joke at the beginning of Katamari Damacy is that, like, the king of the universe is, like, maybe that's what's going on, is that they're actually making a more clever joke than we would imagine.
You know, I didn't even think of it like that.
Yeah.
It's not really the voice so much as the noise of the horn.
No, it's the noise. I thought maybe they had resampled it. Like, that it was possible that they had resampled it. I was wrong. Also, so I looked at her class description when you were picking her character, and it says that this is a strength-focused class. But she fights with a horn, which realistically shouldn't have any effect from your strength stat, so... What's wrong with these people?
Well, clearly what's wrong with them is that you're being judgmental.
I am being judgmental. It is a game that I'm being...
I said that's what's wrong with them. I did not imply at all that that's not what's right with you.
Oh, okay.
Leave the audience to mull that one over for a bit.
Yeah, we'll let them think about that for a while.
You know what I haven't tried? I haven't tried taking her out of the party. Like if you do that, do they give you another character to run around as, or are you just...
There's probably like a triangle button thing that you can press to play as someone else.
No, there's not.
Well, I am not convinced by your statement that there isn't, that is true.
Well, my statement isn't so much to make a statement of fact so much as it is to try and put you off the idea of suggesting to me that I look further into this game than I want to.
You're gonna have to finish it. I mean, you may as well finish it with something less irritating.
IF is the least irritating one. Who else would I want to run? I hate Segami. I hope she dies. And like, the game keeps presenting, like, a trip to the past in which she could potentially die, and we keep rescuing her, and that just makes me angrier. And then there's, you know, like, okay, maybe Dreamcast or Saturn you could run around as, but... yeah, I don't know.
Wait, what has Segami ever done to you?
This game?
That's not Segami's fault. She's just a helpless puppet inside.
She is the most at fault then, because she is a new character 2, 4, and in this game, and she's in nothing else. So this is her game.
I see.
I will forever have to associate her with one thing and one thing only, and that is Sega Hard Girls, the video game. Which has a totally different name, but we're just going to keep calling it Sega Hard Girls. You know, really, it's just the gameplay. Everything else about this game is fine, but then there's the gameplay.
The gameplay is really bad. I mean, I assume.
And it's not even the worst gameplay that I've ever played in my life. Not even by a long shot, but it's it's one of those...
The problem is that it's like 60 hours of this very, very mediocre gameplay, and also repetitive.
Yeah, this should have been a 10-hour game.
Yeah.
Partly because that would have made it easier to bear, and partly because that means we would be done already.
Yes.
Mostly because that means we would be done already.
Yes.
but it's one of them games where it's like, it's not the most horrible thing you've ever played, but it's just bad enough that it's like sitting in a chair and every once in a while someone walks up next to you and just grates 2 pieces of wood right across each other, right next to your ear, and then walks away for a few minutes.
Eventually we'll run out of missions to do, and if the final boss is still unbeatable when we've finished all the missions, then we can quit, right?
Yes. I'm considering... Well, I mean, that would be like the ending to the game for me. I want the Time Eater to win.
That would be like manna from heaven.
Yeah, I want the Time Eater to win, and I want one character, not Segami, to survive and have to, like, write this tale in some kind of, like, tattered parchment to pass on to future generations on why we should just let the Time Eater win.
Wow, the Time Eater got 5 bonuses from that one mission. That's just wonderful. You can't select a mission from here. We've had this problem before.
Why did they do that?
Because it's a...
Like, the logical thing is, okay, I'm already here, I may as well be able to select the
Yes,
mission.
it is a single screen that is a list of missions. It should just be a single screen.
And if it wasn't a single screen, then the other screen should only show the ones that you can potentially hand in.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense to have that, because you can only possibly hand in one quest. Because you can only possibly take one quest.
And I think that's where the idiocy happens in the design of this game. Like, there was someone who made 2 menus, and there was another person who was like, we don't need 2 menus. So they just said, okay, well, we'll just use the same code for the one menu in both menus, and that solves the problem. Which is exactly what it doesn't do.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure what bucket of code they pulled that one out of.
Oh boy, gotta go fight the turtle.
Again.
Oh, is it that boss fight again?
Yeah. And you were right, by the way. It does, so, it wasn't a matter of how long you fight it determines its defense going up. It actually gets a defense bonus, or either that or it's it's like doing a debuff to your characters when it attacks you.
Uh-huh. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the enemy gained defense as its hit points went down, if it had some buff that does that. One of these days, I'm gonna hate buy for myself the entire Hyperdimension Neptunia series.
Are they all as bad as this?
I've only played the first one, and the battles were so slow. It was painful.
Yeah, I mean, the battles aren't too slow in this. I actually wish that there were just less battles and more boss battles in this, because there is some element of strategy to the boss battles.
Uh-huh. Yeah. The element of strategy being used fever time right before it attacks and hope for the best.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh yeah, remember this? We get to do this again.
I remember this.
don't worry, that's
not... world
not...
of invisible walls.
That's not the next 20 minutes of this video, so don't worry.
Are you joking, or are you being honest?
I feel it would be unfair to lie.
So how many of the next 20 minutes are this?
I think I actually get it on this try.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Next one.
You lied to me. You fucking lied to me.
No, I didn't. I said I think, and I thought wrong.
You did this earlier today.
I wasn't keeping count.
The only reason you wouldn't remember is malice toward me.
I'll remember that the next time I have to do this, because guess what I need to do to unlock something else in the game?
Are you joking?
No, I'm not joking.
What do you need to unlock, and does it actually need to be unlocked?
Probably. It's one of Segami's classes.
Oh god. And right now you're thinking, oh, I should have pulled the weak girl out of the party.
Well, she's actually not weak. It's just that this isn't a character that can really fight anyone. Like she's at her highest level for her class, and she's at level 45, so basically anything that doesn't have crazy defense, she can fight. But guess what this thing's got?
Crazy defense?
Yeah, of course, it's also weird because she's got, I don't know if I actually... I think I did it in this battle. It's like nothing else she did worked, but then her charge attack did a ton of damage.
Works? Okay. Maybe an element effect?
No, it doesn't have an element effect. It's a physical attack, so I don't understand what the difference is.
I don't know, and I give up.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of that too. And then there's a lot of weird stuff like there's physical and there's magic attack. And then there's physical with element attributes, so like you don't know if they're actually going to be effective or not when they normally would. And then there's magic with elemental, so it's like, okay, this should work. But I don't know. I don't know if anyone actually paid attention or if they just labeled things willy-nilly at this point.
You know, you're saying that on the screen where green Noah appears.
Yeah.
I think they weren't paying attention to labeling.
I'm not into labels right now. Yeah, the mechanics of this game are some kind of, like... I don't know, there's some kind of weird calculus going on there.
Yeah.
It's like they took game mechanics and had a 360-degree circle, and they would just go off on a tangent by like 2 degrees every time they were going to do some new part of normal game design. I was actually doing a thing with my hand while I was saying that. I was seriously rotating my hand around in a circle, like I was creating a line.
Yeah.
That's what this game was. Also, that was kind of a waste.
Yeah, that didn't do anything. And it used 25% of your beaver time.
They're all just heal or cure something that never happens to us.
Or remove virus from party members that don't get virus.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about either. I don't think I've ever seen any of these effects. Maybe in the next go-around, they really start laying that on us, because, like, Game Gear has 3 different status effect skills, and I don't see a use for any of them, and IF has, she has some kind of null poison thing that I've never needed to use.
Yeah.
And this is also useless.
I don't know, it's not that bad. I mean, except for the second.
Yeah, they couldn't even leave it out of this.
I guess you could do it again.
I wonder what the transform does. I don't even remember. I think it was like a 20...
Transform turns her into that.
Oh, like a 25% increase to stats or something.
I have no idea.
I think it was in a Teach Me History.
No, it is an element effect. You see, it said weak something.
I'm pretty sure I was looking at it after I stopped playing earlier, and it was a physical attack. So I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure.
I think you're just wrong. Or it might be a physical attack, but it might have like a status effect attached to it or something that does damage.
I will let you know in the next video. We'll settle this, because... Well, first off, I dropped her out of the party again as soon as I was done playing this time, so she's not coming back. I don't see what use she has ever served. Even Plutia was effective in battle at some point.
Sort of. You should use Analyze on it.
I know, right?
Alright, there goes fever time. You did 83,000 damage during this combo of yours. And that was like what, like 30% of its hit points?
Yeah, it goes down quick. Don't worry. This was the solution, right here.
Oh. Oh, yeah, that does seem to be an answer.
I think I'm just gonna put 2 characters that have magic attack and 2 that have physical in this group and be done with it.
Yeah.
Or maybe just keep swapping out, like, Nepgear or Neptune with Mega Drive or something. You may have noticed that Nepgear and Neptune are the only ones on the Hyperdimension sign that seem to do any damage to anything.
That was a waste.
Healed. Pretty much
I
all
don't
of
know
it.
why that's healing. The blue doesn't represent hit points. It represents something else. Green is healing hit points.
Oh,
so
yeah.
something else is
SP
going on.
maybe.
Yeah, but what does SP do for an enemy?
I don't know, because it's not really doing anything, the enemy itself.
Exactly.
And that's a lot of SP, so like...
Yeah, I don't know what it's used... Maybe it's like... Maybe the enemy's defense goes up as it gains SP. Maybe that's its property.
So I guess their portraits change as they transform, too.
Obviously.
Well, I wouldn't have put it past this game to be lazy.
Fair enough.
Oh my god, that means they were less lazy than the people who made Diablo 3 with that whole claw spear thing with the monks.
Yep.
Kind of sad, really.
Well, it just shows how far something... Blizzard fallen something or other. I don't know, it's almost dead.
The turtle or Blizzard? Because I think Blizzard's doing fine.
Blizzard's fine. They have an endless money supply.
Yeah.
Well, at least you didn't have to fight the boss twice.
Could you imagine if they had to go around telling people what their class was? Like, hey, so what do you do? Oh, I'm a Hammer Lord. Okay.
Like a carpenter? No, I'm a Lord of Hammers. Like MC. You're the master of ceremonies of hammers. Is what you're saying.
I own lots of property in a town of smiths. Bunch of little hammer squires running around.
We're about to
an idea
have to
book.
cycle through. Does it do anything?
It's probably what the people that were making this game lost.
Oh. How did it end up in the game?
That's the
crazy.
surreal part.
It was just a regular mission. How is it a hidden class?
I don't know.
Wait, what class? There's no other class there.
Oh no, you have to unlock it now. It unlocked the mission to unlock it.
That's not what the... Dang it, that's not what the thing said.
And we need things that we can't even get to do it, so yeah.
Yay.
Screw this game.
It is pretty bad.
We're finishing it. Unless there's like a timer on how many times you can do this before the time eater is just like, nope, no more free turns.
You and I both know that's not the way that this game is going to work.
Yeah, it's just going to...
This game will drain your life until you... Like, there's no point at which this game says, you know, maybe you should give up. It's not that kind.
It throws so many missions at you just wondering how long you'll survive that if you actually complete them all and go to fight the time eater, you can one-hit it.
Yeah. Well, if your class levels went from 20 to 50, you know, you might do that. Oh, look, a turtle shell. You need a turtle shell.
Yep.
Do you go back and fight the turtle again in this episode?
No, I did not have the... I did not have the patience for that.
Or the fever meter.
Well, at this point, we don't need the fever meter. I can just throw Saturn in the party and have two Saturns beat it to death.
You say that, but like the next time you fight it, it'll be immune to everything that Saturn has for no compelling reason. Hey, you can finish that quest right now. And you noticed. Thank God for that.
So at this point, my brain was not complete mush.
Just close. Oh boy, skill slot. Is there any place to get magical stones? Nope.
No place it can be obtained from. Some weird wording.
Yeah, it is. it's not ideal.
All right, I think it's fetch quest time.
Oh, okay. Fetch quest it is. It's better than the story quests.
And mission selected. Kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me. I guess let's talk to Dummy. Yeah.
Who is she talking to?
I don't know. First off, we've got a job to do. Why is she dicking around in the library over with, you know, the other NPCs?
This game would have been way better if, like, they had talked directly to you, the player. Like, and if they had made a thing of it, like, you know, you're their Zordon.
No, they should have singled someone out to ignore, like they do in that Fire Emblem GBA game, where you're like supposedly the tactician, but then they have dialogue selections, and they're like, "Do you think we should do this?" And you're like, "No," and they're like, "Well, we probably should anyway." Like, okay, just don't ask my advice, I guess.
I'm only your strategist.
That was like my favorite part about the game. Like no matter what was going on, it was always like they were ignoring you.
Hey, baseball.
So it kind of felt like they just made you their sympathy strategist. It's like it's just a title that
just go stand behind Lind. Everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah. It's like, oh, he's retarded. Let's just say he's doing something.
Yeah, your strategy really helped us.
like that first scene in the tent where you run into Lindis and she's just like, well, what do you do? Oh, I'm a tactician. All right.
We'll figure something out.
Or was it her that decided that? Yeah, I think she actually. No, I don't remember. It's been a long time since I played it. I think that your character actually says he's some kind of strategist or tactician.
Yeah.
If you say so, buddy. God, Fire Emblem is so much more fun to talk about than this game.
Fire Emblem is much more fun to play than this as well. Let's not mince words.
Well, you know, there's givens, and that's one of them.
It's axiomatic, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's the Fire Emblem axiom.
Whatever you're playing, it's not quite as good as Fire Emblem.
Occam's Lindis.
I like it. I don't think the things that you needed to break were in this area. I thought they were in the next area, no? Yeah,
so... Is that actually what it said in the menu thing?
That's what... You're the one playing the game. You're the one who...
No, because I actually... So what happened was, I kept searching around in here for a while, and I finally got one in the other room, and then it never clicked that maybe I had to be in that section to get them.
It probably says that, yeah. I mean, I could go back in the video, but that would interrupt our
we can confirm that for the next video if we remember.
We can confirm it right after we finish watching this video, which thankfully has only another 15 minutes to go.
Thankfully, this is the worst part of the video. You're looking at the rest of this video.
Oh. Oh god. You're a monster.
For telling you that, or for making this happen?
Both. I'm just gonna go with both.
Well, you're not wrong on either count.
See, the quests go faster if you pay attention. I've learned this, having played video games.
I'm afraid you're asking the wrong person if you're looking for someone who pays attention. You've noticed how many times I have to look back at the mission info to figure out what I'm actually doing,
baseball.
Right? Yeah, there were 2 baseballs in this level. Is that like a new rule now? Suddenly we can have 2?
There's 1 baseball in each part of the level.
That's not even fair.
That is totally fair.
It oughtn't be.
No, this game oughtn't be, but like specific rules about how many baseballs should be in a given area, I'm way more open to that.
I feel like it should almost be, taken for granted that if you make a game this poorly, that should just be a rule, that you shouldn't make the hunt for the random objects any worse than it already has to be.
The random optional objects
Yes.
that you could be ignoring.
Yes. I still haven't gone back to look, but I swear Histy said something at some point about how collecting all the medals will do things, or you could buy things with them, but I have yet to see anything you can do with them.
Well, you probably just haven't gone to the right menu. It's not like there's a lack of menus in this game to explore.
I've looked at enough of the menus.
Yeah, you say that, and I agree with you that you've looked at enough of the menus, but that doesn't mean you've looked at all of them.
Alright, so looking at this game for more than like 3 minutes straight kind of makes me feel like I need to remind you that good things exist in the universe even when this game is playing. So apparently there's another Sakura Wars game coming out after all this time.
Are you just mentioning this to make conversation, or are you pretending that you didn't already tell me about this long ago?
Both?
You totally told me about this before.
I know.
Okay.
What else am I going to talk about? Look at this. Look at this.
You're breaking pots.
Yes, and this isn't Diablo 2, so like there's nothing to be gained from that.
Or The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
No, I mean, New Sakura Wars means... New Sakura Wars is definitely going to be one of the things that makes the next year.
Yeah, if not the thing.
I mean, I'm going to import it, special edition, and I'm going to buy the copy that inevitably comes out in English, special edition, and no one's going to stop me. Those who try will perish.
Perish is not a strong enough word.
Perish is
Do
the
you
right
remember?
word. It's not descriptive enough.
Do you remember when we watched Shaolin Soccer for the first time, and the only way that I could think to review that movie was to describe what I would do to someone if they tried to steal my copy of Shaolin Soccer? It would be like that.
Yeah. Only with more acid baths.
That's a lot of acid baths.
I mean, go big or go home.
Or as Neptune would say, go Nep or go home.
You are hereby forbidden from quoting Neptune at any point in the future.
I feel that everyone should be forbidden from quoting Neptune. Especially Neptune.
Yeah,
She should not say any of the things that she thinks she ought to say.
Hey, I mean, imagine how good this game would be if they knew how to write jokes.
She's a smurf. She just says Nep when it suits her.
She does not just say Nep when it suits her. She says Nep for the same reason that the Smurfs say Nep. The FCC.
I never want to have to beat up a cardboard bird with a crown ever again in any game. If any other game ever makes me do that.
You're gonna have to do it a lot more in this game. There'll be a quest where you have to take out like 30 of them for no compelling reason. So you really did just wander around in this area for the...
For too long, yes. Thanks.
Oh, and you don't go back to the second place, you just leave.
Thanks for the reminder on top of the reminder that I'm already sitting through, which is this video that we're watching right now of something I've already done. Thank you for that. That's just wonderful.
Hey, whatever I can do for you. Maybe next time you'll actually look at the quest requirement.
That's a big maybe, but yeah.
Hey, it would save us time. It would make this game be over sooner. Think of it that way. That 15 seconds spent looking at the actual requirements for the mission means that we have to play this game for 15 minutes less.
I know, but I gotta.
Do you? Because we seem to keep having this problem.
I gotta level with you. I'm on a road trip, driving through the desert, 3 other people in the car, and we pass a sign that says next gas station, 120 miles, and that's when I say, "Oh, did I remember to fill up?"
Well, usually they say the next gas station 120 miles is the exit before the gas station. Like, the situation that you're describing would probably work out all right.
We're watching this game, and you're gonna nitpick the joke that I know you
what
understand.
What the hell else am I gonna do? Watch this shit?
Touche. Ouch.
You're the one who came up with the hypothetical. I'm just going with it because I don't want to watch Dreamcast stab Killer Vine 50 times.
I'm almost shouting at you to give myself something to do.
Yeah, there we go.
Add this to a list of bad decisions, including, hey, want to do a recording of Sega Hard Girls?
Yeah.
And the rest of the stuff on the list that was subsequent to you saying yes to that and me starting recording.
Yeah, there we go. If we could go, if like this game is our time eater. Like if we could go back in time, we just never would have started it.
Well, that's not how they're handling the time eater, though.
I understand that. I'm just noting the parallel.
They, like us, have gone back in time repeatedly to continue trying to fight. Oh my god, this game is an allegory for us.
And you didn't go to the second part, even though that's the only place where you got. Oh, damn it!
Yeah, I didn't do that. There's still what, like 7 minutes.
6 more minutes. 6 more minutes of you going to exactly everywhere but where you need to go.
Yeah. Well, it was right about after I break these 2 chests open that I realized. I think. Spare the rod.
Yeah, you can say that now, but there's not going to be any evidence of it in this video, is there?
Maybe.
There is not. You just ran away from the. If you had realized it, then you would have gone the other way.
Well, it might have been the next time I exited and came back in.
But.
Or maybe
the time after
that. Do I turn
that.
around before I go to the exit this time? We're going to find out because.
You do not.
This is a video.
Here's the exit.
If I think that maybe I ran straight to it on one of them. No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
No,
you did not at all.
You know, I don't really feel any shame in saying that I'm the worst Sega Hard Girls Hyperdimension Neptunia player of all time. I kind of feel proud of it.
I don't think it's something to be ashamed of. I'm just worried that we're gonna waste more of our time on this.
Well, you're worried, I'm certain.
Well, I'm also certain, but...
Well, I'm also worried, so there, we're even.
I guess we are. And you just run back out. You get nothing useful, you run in, you run out. You get nothing useful, you run in, run out. This is the definition of insanity. Playing Sega Hard Girls. You should just exit and re-enter without doing anything.
The video just cuts to me smashing my copy of the game.
It's just you and your PS TV, and you're like smacking it on a table until it breaks into pieces. Oh, no. God, dang it. You were this close to figuring it out.
Maybe it was this battle that finally snapped me back to my senses.
It doesn't have an area of effect, even though it's a sound attack?
Apparently not. There's very few things in this game that do have.
It's a sound attack that clearly has an area of effect, but it has no area of effect.
It's even weirder that their EXE attacks don't have area of effect. You would think.
Yeah,
that,
I
know. Like, why not? I hate every enemy in this game and think it's stupid.
I am mostly in agreement with you.
Except the visual novel one. I like the visual.
I was just gonna say the visual novel enemy. I think is the one exception to that rule, and you co-opted me. Thank you. Because if there's one thing that American players will understand, it's Tokimeki Memorial references. Wait.
Well, it's there.
We can't. What were they gonna do? Get rid of it? I don't think they had enough code bucket in America to fix it. Two more minutes of this crap. No! Oh, God, no. Oh my goodness! You may have figured it out.
Did you just have a Sega heart attack?
Maybe.
Hi. Go away.
It's a great enemy. It just stands there.
Like, inches closer so you can't even get by it.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, there it is, right?
Yep.
You probably didn't even remember what item you were looking for at this point. Is that climbable?
Yes, it is. I don't know
Anything
what's
up
up
there?
there because I just noticed it right there when I was playing.
Yeah, me too, actually.
And, to my amazement, the treasure chest is back just by doing that, so I was very happy.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happened to Area 1 when you came back from Area 2, so I'm not surprised. Hey, you finished the quest.
It only took us 15 minutes to do this 2-minute quest.
15 extra minutes.
Rub it in, why don't you?
15 extra minutes. Hey, you asked for it.
Don't be so literal-minded. We're just gonna hate each other by the end of this game.
This is the game that killed a friendship. Hey, IF has a new skill slot. That means that she can use another one of her useless skills.
The last video of this is just gonna be me shouting at you, threatening to come down to New Mexico, and you cocking a gun.
I'd like to see you try.